cooling out in the whip, and I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure. I ain't switching for no.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go, come on. Box it.
On first down, Rodgers. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Ty Montgomery has it complete as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
All right.
Rodgers now on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, here's Allen. And his pass incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Look at 56. Look at 56.
Throwing is Allen on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught by Montgomery. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Rodgers again now. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone. and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense. And in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
On second down, it's McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now!
This give is to McCoy, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they're going to face a third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
319! 319! Zoom.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Watch you now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Watch you now, Barney! Detroit!
Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Watch you now, Barney!
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Williams with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Pushing his way through. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position. I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. Allen going to throw. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. A give to McCoy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down, and it's incomplete. Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Allen. And able to find Curley. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, You must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And this is going to be Packer football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
Now Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Nifty move. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And here come the Bills. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Allen to throw on 2nd down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hey, 88.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This is Marshall. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's Vontae Davis, the Pro Bowler, in on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st down, Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
88.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go. 26. Hey, check 26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Rodgers now on first down. There he goes inside the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's go, come on.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Watch it now, Barney! check. Patriot. Patriot.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And caught by Curley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third and 8.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Throwing on first down is Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And here's Marshall. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models are. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Top left, yeah, did. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Driven all the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosted like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around the two, stacking up, I love how my money count move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like shampoo. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look too. Keep a few racks on me, I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me, I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn up my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these, yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these, yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy, I'm on a winning streak, I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying iced up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think